This is what the new ones look like. Not sure how much of that video was actually usable, but we dipped the side black plastics on this thing with some red, gray, and a few specks of white. I think it turned out pretty cool. It definitely makes it look a little bit more noticeable. It just helps make it pop out a little more. There's definitely could use a little more there, but we clear coated it a couple times. I don't expect it to last very long because it's just paint and that doesn't work very well with flexing plastics, but these plastics here flex. So I'm not probably going to dip these for that reason. And these black plastics here are pretty rigid and don't really flex much, so I'm hoping they won't crack over time. Which if they do, that's fine. I'm not that worried about it. I did notice today though that one of my headlights is already out. That's what you get for cheap eBay stuff. So I emailed the company that I bought them from and hopefully they'll send me a replacement. But I'm gonna head out here in a minute waiting on some clothes to dry. I'm gonna go to Trent's house again and see what he's up to. I'm about to order a helmet camera, action camera type thing to go on my helmet so I could take you guys along with me on these rides, because it's like a half-hour ride to his house. So it'd be cool to take you guys with me. They look a lot better than this thing. Missing all kinds of stuff. You can definitely say this has seen better days. They feel even heavier. That might just be because this is missing a lot of stuff. Almost looks like it's a little bigger too. So I just found an issue with these new ones. The castle part of them, this is the old one. This part is longer than the actual base of the nut. So, like on this, just take this out. Like on this, it's super short. So I had to take off the washer that I put on here, because there's supposed to be one, to put this new one on so I can slip this cotter pin through. Like that. Twist it actually. Slip it in there, and then I'll bend these pieces down here on one side and then the other. But I'm going to see if I can tighten this a little more before I do that. Hit it with this. Yeah, I actually think it's supposed to be 110 foot-pounds of torque, so I'll get my torque wrench out and do it to 110. New castle nut with new cotter pin. Should be good to go now. Just got to do the other side. Gonna start working on that other side here in a second after I get the wheel back on. Alright, so I already came up with an issue with these LED lights. As you can see, only one works. That's what I get for getting cheap eBay lights. So I guess that one's already burnt out. Well, I guess I should show you. I messaged the person and this freaking tennis ball. This is a pretty cool thing. When the garage door closes and opens, this tennis ball moves. Well, the garage door opens because it's so hot in here. This thing is in my freaking way. So I messaged the eBay seller and they refunded me my money, so thankful for them. And I offered to send these lights back to them, but they didn't want to. I'm currently in the process of removing the plastics because I got some new light bulbs in, and we're going to see how those work, because those other ones sucked, basically. I did not like the way they lit up the roadway. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this plastic off, and from here, once I get most of it off, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. So we'll see from there how it goes. And I don't know if I've talked about that yet, but colored those plastic pieces, which are pretty cool. Okay, bye. Not really sure what happened to these things, but this one, the one that's not working, smells like burnt wires. Smells pretty rough. The other one does not smell like that, so I'm assuming that's why. Now these new ones, I read on there not to let you touch them with your bare hands, so I'm going to get some gloves on, put them in. Really simple process, which if you just follow the other video, that's how you put them in and out. So I'm going to go ahead and get them in there and plug them up and see how they turn out, see if they're a little brighter. Hopefully they are. The only issue I had with these LEDs were they were more of a broad light instead of a focused beam. And the issue with that is when you're driving on the road, it kind of brightens everything up, but you really want a beam so you can see where you're going. So we'll update you guys after I get them in. It should literally only take another minute. So here is what the new bulbs look like. See if it'll get to focus there. This is what the new ones look like. So we'll see. You can see there's like some smudges on it already. I'm not sure what that's from, but it's not from me. Hopefully they work fine. We'll see. Okay. Here is the result. Key is on. Are you kidding me? Well, the high doesn't work at all either. It's just one setting. The bulb was nice and bright. This is ridiculous. So, brand new set of lights don't even work. Only one bulb works on one setting. Doesn't work on the low. Or it doesn't work on the high beam. It only works on the low. Which makes no sense. Wonderful. Alright, so I think what it was just a bad connection on the ground, because now both lights turn on both high and low. And they look pretty bright. Way brighter than those others. So what I'm probably eventually going to do too is also get some LED like whatever they're called, little cubes, and try to attach them up here, because I want them up out of like water, because last time I rode I got there's someone on a four-wheeler. I got really deep in the water, and I bet the water was pretty close to the top of this bumper bar, or this grill, or this bumper. I don't know why I said bumper bar. So I'm assuming that I don't want to. Man, these lights are hot too. Maybe evaporate all that condensation in there. But I just gotta put all the plastics back on and hope they don't wiggle. And if they do, I guess just stick my hand in there and try to wiggle that out. I don't know any other way to get that clear. So, alright. That's it. I'll make a video after this in the dark to see how it looks. And just like that, all the plastics are back on. Everything works good. Click it on. Both lights come on. Way brighter than those others. I mean, it's like a literal night and day difference. I'll do the in the dark video so you guys can really see. But I'll be able to see a lot better. It's more of a spotlight, like I said, so I just really need a flood light, maybe like 2 LED cubes for floodlights. Kind of bounce light out around, maybe angle them out to the side a little, because this directly just goes to the road. So okay, now that it's pitch black in here, if I can find everything. All right, look at that. Now, like I said, it's not a floodlight, but it's very direct. So the beams are pretty direct, and they'll make it a lot better on the actual road. But man, do they make it so bright. It's so much brighter. Both of them working. It's perfect. Here, I can shut it off, show you. Boom. Cool.